Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Wednesday. Okay. So you start in your chairs. I'm gonna start right here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. We're gonna start with a little breathing exercise. Yoga really starts with the breath. That's the main. That's the anchor. The breath is the anchor. The breath is the rhythm. Um, One of my favorite kirtan singers, Krishna Das, actually probably is my favorite, but he says that you can go through life and it's just kind of like beer and TV, and you could live that way, and that could be totally fine. It's a maybe pleasant life. When you start to take deeper breaths and really start to ask the deeper questions, you want to get up off the couch. So the breath is a really wonderful place to meet yourself, to start. There's so many different ways to do breath work. It's really fun when you really dive into it. We're gonna do Nadi Shodhra, so it's the alternate nostril breathing, and you can do some research, and there are some different more technical or more complicated ways to do this, but I'm gonna just make it really simple because this is just kind of an introduction. And this breath is to help balance the left and right hemispheres of your brain. We may not notice it, but we tend to breathe through one nostril more than the other. And when we do this breath, this Nadi Shodhra, this alternate nostril breathing, it helps to clear that. And it's a really nice thing to do in the middle of the day. It's a really nice thing to do in the morning. But I'm just imagining you all at like your desks when we're back in our offices, and just sitting there doing this breathing. Why not? Okay, so I'm gonna hold up, you're gonna use your right hand. I think I'm gonna use my left hand just so you can see, to set it up. So spread your right hand nice and wide, the fingers, and then just bend your middle finger and your pointer finger. So you're gonna leave out your thumb and your ring finger and your pinky finger. Okay. Well, it's kind of like Star Trek. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to my right hand, but you keep your right hand. So your thumb goes on your right nostril, and then the other fingers just kind of hang out. The reason for bending these two is so that your nose can fit. Yeah, we're just gonna keep this really simple. So your thumb on your right nostril, I'll just go this way. So you're gonna breathe in through your left nostril, and then close that nostril and just hold at the top of the breath, and then exhale, release the thumb. And then breathe in through that same side, so breathe in through the right. Hold at the top of the breath, and then exhale, release the other side. And then breathe in, close it up, hold at the top, release the thumb, breathe out. Breathe in through the right nostril, close it up, hold at the top, and then release. Exhale through the left nostril. Take 3 more rounds like that. Try not to think about it too much. Just breathe. Hold at the top. Exhale the other side. Inhale through the right. Hold at the top. Exhale through the left nostril. One more round. Inhale through the left nostril. Close, hold at the top. Exhale out of the right. And then just release this. Place your hands on your lap, either face up or face down, and observe. Just notice if your nose feels any different, if your brain or your mind feels any different. And we did that for a pretty short amount of time. You can do it for as long as you want, really, but it's just a nice way to bring some balance and some clarity. I'm gonna go make my way to my chair. Just continue to breathe with your eyes closed. Let your feet be rooted to the earth. And place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. A little more breath work here. Without worried about whether or not you're doing it right, just breathe. Feel your rib cage expand in all directions. Feel your belly expand. And exhale. And as you're breathing in here, expand your upper back so much. You almost feel like you can feel that stretch from the inside. Breathe into the back of your heart. And exhale. One more like that. And take an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend into the elbows, belly button pulling in and up, pelvic floor pulling up. I'm gonna play some music. Breathe in, reach arms up overhead. Exhale, bend into the elbows. This time, draw your elbows down towards your kidneys. Belly button pulling in and up. And rotate your palms up towards the sky. So spin your thumbs towards the back of the room. Let your heart lift. And exhale, round your spine. So scoop your tailbone underneath. Place your hands on your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. And then inhale, open it up like that again. So palms spin up, elbows come towards your kidneys, heart lifts. Take 3 more like that. Exhale. Breathe in, lift it up, spin your thumbs towards the back of the room, elbows come down towards your kidneys. And exhale, round the spine, scoop the tailbone underneath. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Lengthen the spine. Heel toe your feet a little bit further apart. And exhale, fold. Bring your elbows to your thighs and just let your head hang heavy. 2 more like that. So maybe hands come to thighs first before reaching arms up overhead. Breathe in. And exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold. This time pausing here, so either let your elbows stay resting on your thighs or your forearms on your thighs. If it feels okay, bring your fingertips out to the floor in front of you. Head hangs heavy. This may or may not be available. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your forearms back up to your thighs if your fingertips came to the floor. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Say a prayer, make a wish, set an intention. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms towards the front of the room as you lengthen your arms. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Keep your fingers interlaced, belly button pulling in and up. Push down through your left foot, lift your left toes. Lean out over to your right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, place your left toes back down on the earth and twist over to your right. So both hands can come to your outer right thigh, or maybe your right hand comes to the chair behind you. Either way, find a twist. Belly button pulling in and up. Unwind back to center. Bring your thumbs to your heart. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms towards the front of the room as you lengthen your arms. Push down through your feet. Arms reach up overhead. Keep your fingers interlaced. Now lift your right toes. Root down through your sits bones. Lean out over to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Strong lower abs, come back to center. Place your right toes back down on the earth, free your fingers. Twist over to the other side. So now again, both hands can come to the outer left thigh, or maybe the left hand comes to the chair behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Unwind back to center, thumbs to the heart. Allowing your right ear to roll to drop out towards your left shoulder, or right ear towards right shoulder. And come back to center with your head. And let the left ear drop down towards the left shoulder. Bring your chin back to center. Let's make our way to the back of the chair. Let's go ahead and stand up. So maybe hands to thighs. Make your way to the back of your chair. All right. Coming into our lightning bolts, right? Our lightning bolt pose here. So take like a half step towards to the back of the chair. Hands can either stay to your chair, thumbs can come to your heart. Go ahead, bend into your knees without letting your knees go past your toes, right? Belly button pulling in and up. If you want to add a little more fire here, you can send your hips back without letting your knees go past your toes, okay? Maybe arms reach up overhead. Just let it fire up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Push down through your heels. Lift to rise all the way up. And exhale. Bend into your knees. Either bring hands to your chair or let your arms come back behind you. Take care to not hit your chin on your chair. And inhale, bring it back up. Arms reach up overhead. Two more like that. So exhale, bend into knees, either hands to chair, arms go back behind you. And breathe in, take it right back up. Last one, exhale. Either hands to chair, arms back behind you. This time pause. Breathe in. If you want little pulses, so bring your pinkies towards themselves and just pulse. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up. Arms reach up overhead. And bring your thumbs to your heart. Little bend into the knees, hands take the chair. And just know, you can bring your hands to your chair anytime you want. So if you ever just want a little extra balance or support, anytime, even if I don't say it, please do that. Okay, so right foot stays forward, left foot extends back. Coming into our warrior feet. So spin the left heel down. The right ankle is in line with the middle of the left foot back behind you. And we'll bend into the right knee. Make sure the right knee doesn't go past the toes. So if you find this happening, wiggle that right foot forward a little bit more. And this doesn't have to be a big stance. You can make it so that you're still able to put your hands on the chair. Okay, so here we are. Inhale, lengthen that front leg. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, let your arms come across the horizon. Lean way out over, little bend into the back of the right knee so that right hamstring's happy. You're not locking it out, right? That felt terrible, don't do that. Okay, so pushing down through your feet, lean way out over. Right hand can come to the chair. Or if you're feeling it, take your right hand to your hip. Either way, bring your left arm up overhead. This is like a triangle variation here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Hand to chair, bend back into the right knee. So we have our warrior feet. Options here. Left hand can come to your left hip, or left hand can come to the chair. Right arm goes up overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. And bring that top hand back down. Lengthen that front leg again. We have our triangle once again. So arms come across the horizon, belly button pulling in and up. Lean way out over. All right, so stay lifted, hips stay open. The tendency might be for this back hip to curl in. See if you can keep that open. And again, that hand can come right to the chair anytime. So either hand to the hip or go ahead, reach that top arm up overhead. Breathe in. Even thinking about rotating your heart up towards the sky a little bit. Breathe out. Okay. Bend back into the front knee, back into the right knee. Hands to the chair. Left hand can stay to the chair as right arm goes up. Or maybe left hand comes to that back hip. Just depends on how much balance you want here. How much support you want for your balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. And bring both hands back to the chair. Lengthen the front grip, the front leg. And just lift the back heel. So back heel lifts. So now both sets of toes are pointing towards the chair. Send some energy to that left heel so you can place it as far down to the earth as it'll go and still feel like comfortable. And you can just flow through that ankle here. Maybe bend a little more deeply into this front knee, get this nice stretch up and down the back of that leg. Hands could, forearms could even come to the chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lifting that back heel right up off the earth. Step the back foot up to the top. And just roll through the hips, roll through the ankles, add a little bit of movement. You can, ooh, this feels good. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see. Doing a little swivel here. So as I bend into the right knee, I'm like swiveling that hip forward. I'm getting the stretch all like in the lower back. Doesn't matter really what it looks like. Explore your body. And come back to center. Let's go right right to the other side. So now left foot stays forward. Actually, go back. Let's do a standing pigeon stretch here. So both feet towards the chair. Take a step back. Bend into your knees. Right ankle comes just above into the outside of the left knee. Okay. Use the chair. This is so nice. Now to add a little bit more here, without letting this left knee go past the toes, send your hips back. Flex the right foot. There we go. Hands can be on the chair, forearms can be on the chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push down through the left foot. Slide that right foot back to the earth. All right, now let's go to the other side. Whew, actually, let's shake it out a little bit. Shake out the wrists. Inhale, let your arms go up overhead. Exhale, bend into your knees. Bring your arms back behind you. And inhale, arms go up. Just adding a little flow here. Exhale, bring your hands back down towards your chair. Okay, other side. So now left foot stays closer to the chair as the right foot steps back. Spin the right heel down. You've got the left heel in line with the middle of the right foot back behind you. This doesn't have to be a big stance, but when you bend into the left knee, you don't want the left knee to go past the left toe. So you might want to adjust where the foot is, where the chair is, all that good stuff. Okay. Push down through your feet, lengthen the left leg, let your arms come right across the horizon. We have our triangle on the other side. So again, there might be a little bit of a bend into the left knee so that the hamstring feels safe, right? Hips opening up. Now lean way out over. Push down through your feet. Either let that left hand come to your chair or your left hip. Either way, reach right arm up. Breathe in. And notice, breathe out. Notice your gaze. Notice how your neck feels. You can either look down towards your chair or you could rotate your gaze up towards your right fingers or anywhere in between. Okay. Bend into the left knee. Hands to the chair. Now, right hand can either stay to the chair or right hand can come to the right hip as left arm reaches up overhead. I like right hand to the chair too. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then roll through our little triangle variation again. So top hand comes down. Lengthen the left leg, bring your arms across the horizon. Lean way out over, really push down through your feet. Left hand can be right on the chair already. Reach right arm up. Breathe in. Maybe rotate your heart up towards the sky a little bit. Breathe out. Strong lower abs, top hand comes down, so both hands are to the chair. Lift the back heel. Maybe wiggle that back foot a little further back. And just send energy down to the back heel so you can get as close to the floor as feels comfortable. So maybe as long as you're feeling that stretch in the back of the leg, you're doing it. That's how that works. So even if your heel's way up high, if you're feeling the stretch, that's it, you're getting all the benefits. Okay. Maybe lift up and down a couple times. All right. Belly button pulling in and up. Peel the back toes up off the earth. Step the back foot up to meet the chair. And again, breathe in. Let your arms go up overhead. Our little flow. Exhale, arms go back behind. Make sure you don't hit the back of the chair. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. And hands to the chair so we can get our standing pigeon stretch on the side. Okay, so step back just a little. Bend into your knees. Now it's the other side. Left foot comes just above into the outside of the right knee, so it makes this like figure 4 shape. Okay. Don't let the right knee go past the right toes. If you want to deepen the stretch, send your hips back. Forearms could come to the back of the chair. Maybe you stay right up here. Again, if you're feeling it, you're doing it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift it up. Lift it up. Left foot comes back down. Then go ahead and find a little bit of movement here. Just kind of twist from side to side. Again, doesn't have to look like anything in particular. Just move your body in ways it doesn't normally move. So we do a lot of things very linear. So when we get to like just move through the muscles, they get really happy. Okay. Make your way back to sit on your chair. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna angle this way a little bit. What time do we have? Okay, cool. So, you can stay facing me. I'm just gonna angle a little bit. We're going back to our goddess feet here that we did last week. So go ahead, take your feet apart. Let your heels turn in, your toes turn out. Belly button pulling in and up. Breathe in, let your arms reach up to sky. Now notice if you're kind of like scooping like this, pull that underneath, like tilt your pelvis, yes, okay. Bring left arm out in front. Bring right arm out to the side. Wrap the right arm underneath the left. Now, hands can either come to your shoulders or maybe intertwine your forearms. If that's not available, don't worry about it. What we really want is the opening up of the upper back. So, shoulders coming back and down. Notice if your shoulders are coming up by your ears, let them roll back and down. And either stay right here and just feel this opening up of the upper back, or go ahead and bring your elbows down in towards your belly. And you might even sway from side to side at the bottom here. Let your head hang heavy. And come back to center. Lift your elbows back up, so lengthen your spine. Send your elbows forward a little bit more. Imagine that you're holding a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. And lift your elbows up, as long as that feels okay. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your elbows back in front of your heart. Go ahead, let your arms unwind, reach arms up to sky. Exhale, let your hands come right to your top of your thighs. We did this last week, so we won't go over it too much, but just pushing the heels of your hands. I know it's so good. And we'll just go from side to side. Let this just be your own little side to side here. We get to do it again too. Okay. And come back to center. Shoulders back up above the hips. Belly button pulling in and up. Push down through your feet. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale. Now the right arm goes out in front. Left arm goes out to the side. Wrap left arm underneath the right. Take your hands either to your shoulders or intertwine your forearms. And we want our shoulders to stay in line. The right one might want to lift here a little bit. Ease it back down. Neck is nice and long. Belly button pulling in and up. And either stay right here or go ahead and once again fold forward. Bring your elbows down in towards your belly. Let your head hang heavy as long as that feels okay. And just sway from side to side. Bring it back to center. Push down through your feet. Bring your elbows back up in front of your heart. Spine is tall. Send your elbows forward a little bit more. Imagine you're holding a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. And if it feels good, lift your elbows up. Breathe in. Breathe out, unwind your arms. Let's reach them up. Exhale, let your hands once again come to the top of your thighs. And go ahead, this is all yours. So just rolling from side to side. Really, don't be afraid to push your hands into your thighs to really encourage this nice twist here. Come back to center. Heel toe your feet back to center too. Place your hands on your thighs, either face up or face down. Belly button pulling in and up. Pelvic floor pulling up. Gently close your eyes. Enjoy our final meditation here, our final posture, our seated Shavasana. This is that still point after practice. Our body integrates everything we just did, the breath, the movement, the rhythm, the connection. Starts to wander here, bring it back to watching your breath. This right here, right now. The only place where life is happening is in this very moment. To gently flutter open. Push down through your feet. One more time here, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. We recall that prayer, that intention, the wish that you made when we started practice. Hold it in your heart. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
I was having so much fun, I didn't realize what time it was. That's been happening a lot lately, though.
Thank you.
I don't know if that's happening to anybody else. All right.